Leviticus Chapter 25. And the Lord spoke to Moses in Mount Sinai, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and say to them, When you come into the land which I give you, then shall the land keep a Sabbath to the Lord. 6 years shall you sow your field, and 6 years you shall prune your vineyard, and gather in the fruit thereof. But in the 7th year shall be a Sabbath of rest to the land, a Sabbath for the Lord. You shall neither sow your field nor prune your vineyard. That which grows of its own accord of your harvest you shall not reap, neither gather the grapes of your vine undressed, for it is a year of rest to the land. And the Sabbath of the land shall be meat for you and for your servant, and for your maid, and for your hired servant, and for your stranger that sojourns with you, and for your cattle, and for the beasts that are in your land shall all the increase thereof be meat. And you shall number 7 Sabbaths of years, and to you 7 times 7, and the space of the 7 Sabbaths of years shall be to you 49 years. And then you shall cause the trumpet of the Jubilee to sound on the 10th day of the 7th month, and the Day of Atonement shall you make the trumpet sound throughout all your land, and you shall hallow the 15th year and proclaim liberty throughout all the land to all the inhabitants thereof. It shall be a jubilee to you, and you shall return every man to his possession, and you shall return every man to his family. A jubilee shall that 50th year be to you. You shall not sow, neither reap that which grows of itself in it, nor gather grapes in it of your vine undressed, for it is the Jubilee. It shall be holy to you. You shall eat the increase thereof out of the field. In the year of this Jubilee you shall return every man to his possession. And if you sell anything to your neighbor, or buy anything of your neighbor's hand, you shall not oppress one another. According to the number of the years after the Jubilee you shall buy of your neighbor, and according to the number of years of the fruits he shall sell to you, according to the multitude of years you shall increase the price thereof, and according to the fewness of years you shall diminish the price of it. For according to the number of the years of the fruits does he sell to you. You shall not therefore oppress one another, but you shall fear your God, for I am the Lord your God. Wherefore you shall do my statutes and keep my judgments and do them, and you shall dwell in the land safety. And the land shall yield her fruit, and you shall eat your fill and dwell therein in safety. And if you shall say, What shall we eat the 7th year? Behold, we shall not sow nor gather in our increase. Then I will command my blessing upon you in the 6th year, and it shall bring forth fruit for 3 years. And you shall sow the 8th year, and eat of the old fruit until the 9th year. Until her fruits come in, you shall eat of the old store. The land shall not be sold forever, for the land is mine, for you are strangers and sojourners with me. And in all the land of your possession you shall grant a redemption for the land. If your brother be waxed poor and has sold away some of his possession, and if any of his kin come to redeem it, then shall he redeem that which his brother sold. And if the man have none to redeem it, and himself be able to redeem it, then let him count the years of the sale thereof, and restore the surplus to the man to whom he sold it, that he may return to his possession. But if he be not able to restore it to him, then that which is sold shall remain in the hand of him that has bought it until the year of Jubilee. And in the Jubilee it shall go out, and he shall return to his possession. And if a man sell a dwelling house in a walled city, then he may redeem it within a whole year after it is sold. Within a full year may he redeem it. And if not, it be not redeemed within the space of a full year, then the house that is in the walled city shall be established forever to him that bought it throughout his generations. It shall not go out in the Jubilee. But the houses of the villages which have no wall round about them shall be counted as the fields of the country. They may be redeemed, and they shall go out in the Jubilee. Notwithstanding, the cities of the Levites and the houses of the cities of their possession may the Levites redeem at any time. And if a man purchase of the Levites, then the house that was sold and the city of his possession shall go out in the year of Jubilee, for the houses of the cities of the Levites are their possession among the children of Israel. But the field of the suburbs of the cities may not be sold, for it is a perpetual possession. And if your brother be waxed poor and fallen in decay with you, then you shall relieve him, yea, though he be a stranger or a sojourner, that he may live with you. Take you no usury of him, or increase, but fear your God, that your brother may live with you. You shall not give him your money upon usury, nor lend him your victuals for increase. I am the Lord your God, which brought you forth out of the land of Egypt, to give you the land of Canaan, and to be your God. And if your brother that dwells by you be waxed poor, and be sold to you, you shall not compel him to serve as a bondservant, but as a hired servant, and as a sojourner he shall be with you, and shall serve you to the year of Jubilee, and then shall he depart from you, both he and his children with him, and shall return to his own family, and to the possession of his fathers shall he return. For they are my servants which I brought forth out of the land of Egypt. They shall not be sold as bondmen. You shall not rule over him with rigor, but shall fear your God. Both your bondmen and your bondmaids, which you shall have, shall be of the heathen that are round about you. With them shall you buy bondmen and bondmaids. Moreover, of the children of the strangers that sojourn among you, of them shall you buy of their families that are with you, which they fathered in your land, and they shall be your possession, and you shall take them as an inheritance for your children after you, to inherit them for a possession. They shall be your bondmen forever. But over your brethren, the children of Israel, you shall not rule one over another with rigor. And if a sojourner or stranger wax rich by you, and your brother that dwells by him wax poor, and sell himself to the stranger or sojourner by you, or the stock of the stranger's family, after that he is sold, he may be redeemed again. One of his brethren may redeem him, either his uncle or his uncle's son may redeem him, or any that is near of kin to him or of his family may redeem him. Or if he be able, he may redeem himself, and he shall reckon with him that bought him from the year that he was sold to him of the year of Jubilee, and the price of his sale shall be according to the number of years, according to the time of a hired servant shall he be with him. If there be yet many years behind according to them, he shall give again the price of his redemption out of the money that he was bought for. And if there remain but few years to the year of Jubilee, then he shall count with him, and according to his years shall he give him again the price of redemption. And as a yearly hired servant shall he be with him, and the other shall not rule with rigor over him in your sight. And if he be not redeemed in these years, then he shall go out in the year of Jubilee, both he and his children with him. For to me the children of Israel are servants. They are my servants, whom I brought forth out of the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God.